They say winning ain't everything. Well, we don't have them type conversations over here, man. Had that conversation with the losers. We trying to win at everything we do. Even in the loss, we don't see defeat. We see a lesson learned. Straight up. Look, I came into this world in 1978. The doc looked me in my face and knew I was something great. 45, 42 Prescott, that's where I'm from. Grew up in the slums around dope dealers and bums. As humble as I was, I adapted to my habitat. In my own lane though, far from where they crashing at. Dumb bar graduate, the game I'd have mastered it. Served in the Navy, look, y'all don't know the half of it. Pops passed in '01, moms passed last year. I know they up in heaven smiling down, crying mad tears, cause they son making it. No telling where I'm taking it. My city been cursed, but I feel that I'm breaking it. Coached at Wayne High in 15 in one state. Seen the fork in the road and went straight. I know what I'm worth, I'm OG King CURT. Brooklyn Nets gaming crew legend, let's work.
Hey, this is OG King CURT, your host of the OG 2 Cents podcast. I want to thank each and every one of you who continue to tune in each and every Sunday. And this episode is actually dropping on a Monday, so I appreciate it. All the continued support from my team, fans, supporters, definitely appreciate it. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, make sure you give us a 5-star rating. It helps us out a lot. Links are in the description for all available streaming platforms. Let's continue to stand up against any forms of social injustice and racism. And let's remember to spread love and not hate. This episode is brought to you by Zenni Blocks. Make sure to armor your eyes with Zenni Blocks Virtual Clear Blue Blockers. It's important to protect your eyes from the harmful blue light from your digital screens, so you have less eye strain, and that makes for better sleep and performance. Check them out at zenni.com/gaming or follow them at Zenni Gaming on Twitter and Instagram. This episode 62, OG Thoughts, and just pretty much just some things that I've been experiencing on my mind, different things like that. It's going to be just some random subjects here and there, but basically, I just wanted to shine some light on some different things that's going on with me in my life and just around the world, from sports and anything like that. Obviously, the 2K League. So that's pretty much what this episode is going to pertain to. Jumping right into it. Obviously, a lot of people don't know, but I'm from Dayton, Ohio, and during the off season from the 2K League, I go back home and I stay there and work pretty much remote, and then I commute back and forth to New York, on a need basis. And then when the season starts, I come into New York typically from March until September. That's pretty much our NBA 2K League season. So I'm pretty much back and forth from Ohio to New York, and it's an awesome experience. I'm a small town kid, so it's always in me. The fast pace New York is cool. 6 months does me swell, but I still have strong ties to my hometown, Dayton, Ohio. Obviously, my kids is there. My brother is there. My girlfriend is there. So I still have, reasons to want to be there. But I enjoyed life in the Big Apple when I'm here. Came in this year a little bit different. Nets gaming crew went under Growth Properties, which is headed by Alton Bird. He's the vice president of Growth Properties. He oversees not only Nets gaming crew, but also the Long Island Nets. And with that, our team became bigger. We have Shannon Abrahall, Rich McWalters, Austin Ryback, Hastings, Montana, Wade Richardson, and we had a business intern, Mariama Berry, and they helped pretty much build out the landscape beyond just the gaming aspect of Nets Gaming Crew. So just big shout outs to them, and just with our whole new infrastructure. It's been really a really good transition. And with that, we've got a lot of things in the pipeline. Our housing has been top notch this year. Facility we did a overhaul. Just a lot of good things coming from that. Obviously, having more people contributing to the Nets Gaming Crew. So I'm definitely grateful for that. This past week, the NBA 2K League tipped off for its fourth season, my third season, but the league's fourth season. And we typically always start off with the tip off. And for us, we were supposed to open up on the second day. Some technical difficulties delayed that. We opened up on Friday, May 21st. We opened up against Pistons GT, played them 2 games. Unfortunately, that the first game slipped away from us. Then we got it handed to us in the second game, and then we played Bucks GG after that, and we pretty much handed it to them. The 2 games that we played them, and finished 2-2, 11-point differential. Unfortunately, didn't make it out of pool play to move on to the money round. So definitely not the start that we wanted. Got it, like I said, let the game slip away from us. Got off to a bad start in game 2, and then went on to win the last 2 games. At least finished up strong, getting ready to go into the regular season, which opens up this week. We have, pretty much some good competition ahead. We play Magic Gaming on, I believe, on Wednesday, and then we play Pistons GT again on Thursday. Play Magic Gaming on Wednesday starting at 9 p.m. and play Pistons GT on Thursday starting at 7 p.m. You can watch both of those games on twitch.tv/NBA 2K League. And you can watch it also on YouTube at youtube.com/NBA 2K League. Just support Nets Gaming Crew. You can follow us at Nets Gaming Crew. That's Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just keep up with the team. Talk about the team for a second. Chalk is our only returning player. Josh Humphreys hails from Tampa, Florida. And he was phenomenal last year. Acquired Connor Rodriguez, known as Shots. He's from the West Coast. He has been a great player in the league ever since he's been in the league. This is his 4th season. And ironically, his 4th team, but definitely has found a home here in Brooklyn. So Chalk and Shots is pretty much our 1-2 punch at point guard and center. Then through the draft, we drafted Doctor, which is, we call him Doctor, but it's Waheed Faiz, and he's a great shooting guard. And then we picked up Jake Knapp, who played for Raptors Uprising last year, and got Dante Calanchi, 2 Jersey guys with him and Jake. Dante was drafted as for our lockdown defender, and drafted my guy Slay to come in and pretty much fill his way through at pick 60. But he's been phenomenal. I think guys are just filling their way through. Like I said, we went 2-2 in the tip-off. Learning curve. I think we learned some things about ourselves. Hopefully the players learn some things about themselves as well, and we can build on that going forward. But it's a good group of guys. We hit speed bumps just like any team. I mean, I always say nothing's perfect. You have to make things perfect if they're going to be perfect. But I have fun being around this team, and really enjoy them, and just really looking forward to seeing them grow throughout this season. The one thing about the 2K League, it's 6 months but it can be really long or it can be really short depending on how your season is going. So definitely looking forward to it. To finish up the tip off classic, the tip off tournament for the NBA 2K League. I just want to give a congrats to Nicholas Gartrell, just in his rookie season as a head coach. They went on to win the championship. You know, obviously the T Wolves are a couple seasons removed from the championship, but they follow it back up a couple of years later, well, season later, and winning the tip off. So congrats to Nick, young gun, Bear the Beast, Big Saint, Miles, Slaughter, Kai, and Dawson. Just congrats to you guys, and way to bring home the championship. Good luck to you in the regular season. And I'm not sure if we play each other or not. I'll take it 1 week at a time, one game at a time. But definitely, I'm always looking forward to any and every competition. So once again, congrats to you guys and way to play. Um, some few things that I had going on during the week. Did an interview with Renee Montgomery, special person, WNBA champion, college champion. Um, Definitely now she's vice president for the Atlanta Dream, amongst other things. Just a very special person that I'm glad that I've got to get to know over the last year or so, and we became pretty good friends. But I did an interview on her show, and that'll be coming out soon. She has her show, remotely Renee. Very good show. Make sure you check it out. Obviously, just happy for her. Was grateful to be on the show, and definitely I'll be letting you guys know when it drops. I'll be posting it on all my social channels and everything like that. But definitely had a good time. Her energy is infectious. She always brings different OG out in me, so I definitely had a great time doing her show. I also did an interview with Elliot Riviera. He does the Game and Train podcast, and it's something important that's important because a lot of people, when you think about gaming, you don't always think about physical fitness and health and things of that nature. Luckily, we do have some people who specialize in fitness and health and that are avid gamers or that are heavy into gaming. In particularly in like the 2K League, we have Rico Fantasy, who's the head coach for Celtics Crossover Gaming, and he's made a major impact in a lot of players' lives that game that have played for him or not have played for him, but definitely is making a impact and creating his own wave in the 2K community and helping players, reach weight goals and just overall better eating and better health. So definitely shout out to those two guys continuing to do that work. Obviously, from my team, since they've been in market, a lot of them been working out, as much as they can with all the protocols that they have to follow, but have done a phenomenal job in working out and losing weight and just staying at it. Even it's been encouraging to me, and I don't know how many lbs I done dropped, but I know I've slimmed down a lot. These shirts and everything is fitting a lot different these days, and I'm happy about it. But just shout out to the gamers who, take another approach instead of sticking to some of the stereotypes that gamers normally get, and being, snackers and out of shape and things of that nature. So just everybody continue to, health is wealth. Continue to work out and I mentioned earlier about the remotely Renee interview. When that interview drops as well, I'll be posting on all my social channels and everything like that. So be on the lookout for that. Also, myself and some of the players did an interview with Nets Daily with Chris Mulholland, and he covers NetsGC a lot. Actually, has been covering SGC since I've been here since its inception. So shout out to Chris for always coming through and getting us out there across not only Nets Gaming Crew airwaves, but along with he covers Brooklyn Nets and everything like that. So just grateful for him. Thanks to our PR team for always doing a great job. That's Rachel Lewis and Kirsten Roberts, always doing a good job of making sure that we get covered as a team and players and everything like that. So just shout out to them. Also, the Brooklyn Nets definitely had an opportunity to attend the playoff game. That crowd, attendance is up, sold out, the max of what could be sold out. The crowd was electric. Got off to a slow start, but definitely picked it up and ended up getting a W. But it was great to see a lot of faces back in the Barclays Center. I'm sure the players was ecstatic. It was, I mean, it was good. It's kind of giving us that sense of being back to normal per se to some degree. Definitely, it's been encouraging for a lot of people to get vaccinated and things of that nature. I am vaccinated. Got had my vaccination shot. I did the one shot, the Johnson and Johnson. It was quite an experience. Actually, I got it back on May 6th and knocked me out for a few days. I was going through it. Fortunately, I had my girlfriend. She she was taking care of me. I couldn't really get up and go nowhere, so she had Instacart, everything. Have soup, crackers, like anything I needed, orange juice, everything like that. Just delivered. All I had to do was just muster up enough strength to go down and pick it up. But definitely was grateful for her. She, stayed on the phone, talked to me, made sure I was all right or whatever, because I definitely was out of it. So I appreciate her. Also, AB, everybody was checking up on me. So I definitely appreciated everybody during that time. I know a lot of people post on social media, they got the card and everything, and that's fine. I ain't got nothing against that, but I wasn't really doing all that. I mean, I think, for the most part, it was the best thing for me to do. And so I did it and got through it, and now I've been back to normal. Everything is fine with me, but definitely makes life a lot easier. I know myself for protocols and everything like that. I mean, I already was getting tested 3-4 times a week. So because our practice facility is inside the Barclays Center, so before we go into Barclays Center on game day, we have to get tested and everything and all of that. So, and my players, they get not only tested from Barclays Center, but they get tested from the league and everything. So definitely it's been a whirlwind getting used to all the protocols that's in place. But now that I'm vaccinated, some of the steps are eliminated here and there. But like I said, it definitely an experience. To say the least, but I'm glad it's over with. I was leery about doing it, but then I think it's going to be kind of the way of the world, so to speak. I worked in long-term healthcare for 13 years, so you had to get shots, so you couldn't avoid anything, you couldn't duck and dodge or anything like that. So definitely, wasn't like it was something that I wasn't used to. So got over it, and now I'm back, to say the least. The New York Liberty, off to a hot start, 4-1. Definitely, I've been keeping up as much as possible. It's a lot going on right now. I got my season going on. Got the Brooklyn Nets playoff run going on, and then in the midst of the regular season opening up in the WNBA. It's definitely been fun. I've been at every home game for New York Liberty, so it's been fun to watch them. They just recently got Natasha Howard back. She had a phenomenal game against the Chicago Sky. So it's going to be interesting to watch as our season opens up. Brooklyn Nets making a run at it, running a championship run, and then the New York Liberty off to a hot start. It's a fun time to be in Brooklyn, to say the least. So definitely excited about that. Don't plan on missing too many games. Make it. I'm in the building, whether I'm sometimes sitting down watching the game or not. So it's definitely a privilege to be able to have that type of access, and I don't take it for granted. So it's definitely been cool. The one thing I want to give a shout out to Christian Charisma. He's our new team writer for NetsGC. Very talented kid, hard worker, great attitude and work ethic. Definitely glad to have him on our team. He does a great job writing our articles. You can find that, I believe, on netsgc.nba.com. That's all him. Like I said, he does a great job. Going to be doing a lot more for us. So definitely appreciate him and glad to have him. One thing that I failed to mention, and just circling back around to it, Shifty Kai for T Wolves Gaming was the MVP for the 2K League tip off. So shout outs to Kai. Unfortunately for me, I've been on the 2K Pro-Am landscape way before it was a 2K Pro-Am landscape. So I know I've known a lot of these players, known a lot of these kids, watched them as they grow up now. A lot of them been phenomenal players, and now they get a chance to showcase it in front of the entire country and world. So definitely Kai's been one of those players that's been at the top of his game ever since he came on the scene. So glad to see him bouncing back and getting off to a hot start after his rookie season from last year. So shout outs to him for winning the MVP. Some news that's on the rise. I got some things in the works. Shout out to my manager Justin Jacobson, who heads Ford Models gaming division, gaming and talent division. Definitely got some good things in the work. Not to the point where I can announce it yet, but it's something that I'm excited about and been looking forward to, and can't wait to showcase it to everybody who's been supporting me in it, and even those who are just now getting familiar with me. Definitely, I've been always focused on building a brand and trying to extend it in each avenue that I can. And with the help of Justin Jacobson, he's making a lot of things possible. So definitely appreciate it. I appreciate him a ton. Can't and that's one thing I want to talk about in particular is like you don't get too far by yourself. Like it comes to a point where you got to trust people and that you put around you, because that's the only way. I mean, you're never going to be able to conquer everything by yourself. So that's just something to think about. As you moving in your respective industry and things of that nature, is that you have to put people around you that are always going to have your best interest at heart, and
know what they're doing. And for me, I know what I'm good at. I know what I'm not so good at, and I'm willing to learn, but also I don't have a problem with letting people do what they do. And it's worked out for me, and I'm truly grateful that I have the people around me that's working to make sure that I succeed, and no matter what. And to me, you can't beat that. You really can't. So, like I said, shout out to Justin Jacobson. That news should be dropping sometime within the next couple of weeks or so. But definitely excited about that. So, build your team, get people who care about you, get people who know what they're doing, and don't mind watching you thrive and succeed and playing their role. It's definitely been beneficial for me. Um, in other news, haven't we haven't been doing Esports Extra in a while now. Larry's taking some time off. His son, he has a son that played D1 baseball, so definitely been on the road with him, watching him play. But we'll be back here soon, bigger and better. A lot of hot news going on right now that I can't discuss, but it's definitely things are really on the up and up, and Esports Extra be back bigger and better, and that's probably going to be within the next 2 to 3 weeks. We got some big things going on. Remember, you can go over to Compete Forever, and that's on all social medias. And a lot of now we used to just have the Madden tournaments and leagues, but now we have the NBA 2K leagues as well. So a lot of cool free entries, a lot of cool prizes that you can win and different things of that nature. So make sure that you check that out. And that's Compete Forever. Like I said, that's on Twitter uh, and Instagram, but definitely on Facebook. You can go to twitch.tv/ Compete Forever too to watch a lot of the live events and some of the TV broadcasted events that's on Black News Channel as well. But doing a lot of big things, and that's Larry Ridley, Kevin Mamuzet, and Antonio Williams and Derwin Royale has been covering a lot of those events. So just make sure you check that out. Um, Good group of guys, good group of people. As a crew, we'll all be back with everybody I mentioned, plus myself and Kelly Wells Brinkley, and I think we have someone else joining. Unfortunately, I only met her one time, and I don't have her name, but she's going to be a big part with us. And like I said, it's going to be bigger and better than ever. So make sure you keep up with Esports Extra. Um, you know, check out the latest episode too. I mean, I want you to obviously watch and listen to this one, but the episode 61, California Love with Antonio Williams. Real talented brother. We also work together on Esports Extra, but definitely has a ton. We had a great conversation. Has a ton of experience in the sports industry. Has been a scout for the Phoenix Suns, MLB teams. Was a college athlete. Like does a multitudes of things, and just so make sure you check that episode out. Um, as for me, like I said, I just wanted to cover some things that's been going on, or I wanted to talk about things that happened during the past week, and I'm going to be doing it on a regular. So I kind of enjoy that. I'm gonna get back to having my guests and everything like that, and No problem with that at all. But kind of want to do something new, something different. I'll get back to having supporter series and having some different people on to share some things about themselves and stuff like that. But definitely, I'm going to be switching it up. I'm excited. It's season 3, episode 62. Strider, want to give him his props. Definitely revamped the intros, a lot of the videos. Give us a different look. The same with Cy Evermore on the promo graphics. Definitely revamped for season 3. So I appreciate those guys a lot. One person in particular is Ben Robeson. He's Box Graphics on social media, but he is largely responsible for the brand and the OG King CURT. And I talk to him all the time. He's actually he resides in the United Kingdom, so it's not like we ever really talk face to face or anything. Have never met in person, but he literally has he has grew the OG King CURT brand, and I can't thank him enough. And definitely when some things happen and the brand starts growing, he's I always make sure I give him his props because it started from 1 logo to 2 logos to 5 logos to 10 logos, and now I don't want anybody else touching the OG King CURT logos or brand besides him. And if somebody does, it still has a touch of him involved in it. So just big kudos to him. Also Chris Turner did a good job revamping my coin, the OG 2 cents coin. Definitely appreciate him. Stumbled across his talents because didn't even know that he was a graphic artist or a visual artist or anything. Like I came on his show, we chopped it up. We've been friends ever since, and he just happened to let me know that he can do those type of things. And he's also, if you look in the back at me, I mean, this is all him. So definitely appreciative for him too. Just a lot of people. Matrix in his bag. Sent me some fire beats over that I'm definitely gonna be using for season 3. Just love what he does. Love his creativity, and thankful for the beats, brother. Definitely gonna be using them here soon. So just appreciate you and keep doing what you're doing. Got some projects in the works. Talked to my guy Brooklyn Mo. Actually, not too long ago, we snapped up. Got the Motivational Monday hoodies and everything like that, and we also talking about doing some other things with Motivational Monday from a visual standpoint. Definitely, I think he's a dope artist. I keep telling him, his time is coming. That when you have a true talent and passion and work ethic behind it, nothing's gonna hold you down for too much longer. So you just got to stay with it. But definitely glad to have him by my side, and always appreciating his support. And I give him the same love and support back. So definitely be on the lookout for us doing something together. But that's pretty much it for this episode. Definitely grateful for Zenni Gaming to keep back in the OG 2 Cents podcast. Definitely big fans and supporters. Shout out to my guy Sean Pate. Definitely, I'm out to get you on the OG 2 Cents podcast. not gonna tell y'all pretty much who Sean Pate is right now. I'm gonna get him on the show, and then you'll get to learn more about him and what makes this partnership click. Not only for the OG 2 Cents podcast, but for Nets Gaming crew as well. So I'm grateful for that. I'm glad to just still be doing what I love with the show. Gonna come at you with some fresh faces, some fresh stories, and just wanting to keep you inspired and motivated, and learn more about some people in a lot of respective industries. So, like I said, once again, if you're watching this episode, make sure you hit that subscribe button on YouTube. If you're listening, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, a lot of your major streaming platforms. So just make sure you sub up there. Follow the OG 2 Cents podcast on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Follow myself on social media at OG King Kurt. That's OGKINGCURT at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Once again, shout out to my guys, Strider Visuals, Box Graphics, Cy Evermore, Matrix, and Chris Turner for all contributing efforts towards the show, and especially this season in particular. Shout out to all my fam on Esports Extra. That's Larry Ridley, Kevin Mamuzet, Derwin Royale, Antonio Williams, and Kelly Wells Brinkley. Like I said, we'll be back soon. And just, make sure you catch next week's episode. And remember, if it makes sense, it's an OG 2 Cents. OG out.
Put this work in, fellas. And much, much, much love to the entire 2K community for always showing me love. Without y'all, we wouldn't be here. Yeah.